Welcome back, my friends, to the halftime show. First half is always just finished, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you're all well and still awake. Amy and Peter are back with me. Welcome back, guys. I'll get a few comments before I bring you both in. Matt Stannard, thought he played okay. That free kick to Dozell, Bennett, lol. Pete, who can I? Oh, Amy, I can hear the football. I can hear the football. So
I can't turn it up.
Turn that off, otherwise you'll get me taken off YouTube. Cruncher 76, bang, average League One game. Our ball retention is woeful. Luke, welcome in, Luke. Better, but is that enough? See, Taylor's not there. So those watching on Twitter, just as Luke is, we are having to come off Twitter because they're closing their live streaming service. So if you do watch us on Twitter and wonder where we've been for the last couple of weeks, head to our YouTube page or our Twitch page and subscribe there for all the ITFC fan content. Peter, what did you make of the first half?
Well, from what we're expecting, I think we've done all right, boy. We've done all right. Yeah. Is the overall the prize? Oh, yeah.
I thought for the first half we started really brightly. I think it's the second game. I think if I remember correctly, in succession, that we really started on a bit of a front foot, Amy, and we really sort of tried to take the impetus to the opposition. Obviously, didn't really get anywhere as per. But we've apart from a few instances, maybe ball retention, which at League One level you're going to expect, it's actually a team that's looking like it's playing for its manager. It doesn't look like it's a team walking around thinking, another 90 minutes and he'll be gone.
No, but then I don't think like we said before the game, I don't think it's about playing for the manager or not playing for the manager. It's just about doing their job, and that's what they're doing. That has looked like albeit terrible league, but that has looked like a top end of the table clash between two teams that are trying to stop each other playing. And to be fair to us, we have definitely stopped them doing that. What they probably don't realise is it doesn't take much to stop us playing, but that's a different story. And I think, do you know what? If I was there today, I think I probably would have just said, yeah. If the rest of the season hadn't been so dire, I'd have probably been like, yeah, fair play. You get games like this. The problem is that we've had so many awful games previously. But let's focus on these 45 minutes.
Absolutely. So, what stood out for you in the first 45 then, Coxie? Anything particular? Any player particular? I've got a comment here in regards to Keenan Bennett. Never looks in control of the ball. Facebook user, 100% Nord will be subbed. One up front, we all know it. Matt Stollery, welcome in, Matt. NCL and Wilson have looked pretty solid so far. Craig, welcome in, Craig. So refreshing to see Bennett's attacking the fullback when he can, even if he falls over grass, still not correct enough. So there's two sort of almost conflicting comments about Keenan Bennett. What did you feel about the wide man's first 45?
Well, I thought he'd done fairly well. He just said he did fall over a couple of times, but there's a couple of good runs down there and between him and Chambers, and the guy for Oxford, Barker, when he was marauding down the left hand side, I thought, this is going to cause us trouble. But they've controlled him all right, not brilliantly. NCL and Wilson in the back, them two in the centre of the back has done okay. You just hope and pray with NCL that there's not a one-on-one with the striker, and if the striker gets in the penalty area, you're going to think penalty or goal there. But no. I mean, NCL, to be fair, he does the simple stuff all right. He kicks things out when he needs to. He clears the ball when he needs to. That's just the weak bit of his game is the one-on-one.
Yeah, it's the occasional mistake he's got in him, Amy.
But as Amy said before, when their mistakes come, they are catastrophic.
Big time. Sadly, big time.
Sadly,
and we've not quite had that yet. I mean, there's always one mistake, whether and he's not had it yet. Hopefully, touch wood, he doesn't. But Chambers, considering we often say any winger can get at him, he's dealt with the Oxford winger quite well in this first half.
Yes, I think absolutely. I think the first half was reminiscent of, again, sorry, I've changed positions. Like, bye, guys.
I feel it's seasick. Stop it.
I'd fallen over.
It's me. I've had one too many ciders. I've gone. Gone. I thought that the back four were reminiscent of early on in the season. Sort of look solid. I feel like I can trust them. I know that Miles Kenlock wasn't there at the beginning of the season, but I just feel really hard talking about it because there wasn't anything really that stood out. There wasn't really any chances of theirs that I thought, oh, we did well there. I just thought, yeah, we're dealing with them. And what I would say, though, is I thought going back to the other end of the pitch, it did feel like we were at least trying for shots, if that makes sense. Like there were shots on goal. We were trying to push forward. I think Cruncher just hit the nail on the head with what he said about Norwood providing a focal point up front. He does. And I think that they're sort of like, they're confident trying to get the ball up to him, and perhaps having Bennett and Parrott there is sort of amplifying that a little bit as well. But none of it feels like it's ever going to result in anything, though, does it?
No, I'm a big fan of Bennett, to be fair. I'm a big fan of it. I like players that get on the ball and like to go at a player. Now, yes, he can fall over grass. He can sometimes trip over a shadow. But I like players that have an idea of, I'm going to beat my man and get the ball into the box. And I think there's raw ability to work with there. And most fullbacks are a bit like Luke Chambers at this level, so you can beat them. Teddy Bishop has stood out for me in that first half. Every time I've seen him around the ball, he's looked busy, he's looked tidy, he's looked to get in the box. We've certainly surrounded Norwood, Coxey, with some bodies in that first half, if you exclude Judge, who's been very quiet. But Bishop particularly, for me, he's looked good. Yeah,
Bishop, and also put Dazelle in there. There was a marauding run forward from Dazelle. I thought, yeah, come on, that's where he sort of, I missed going to Portman Road, and that particular moment, you just be there and the crowd going, come on,
Absolutely, yes, yeah. The rour. Let's get a few comments.
You just forget these little things. That's like your intro, just going to that burger. You just forget about these little things that make your, the match day. God, I hate COVID.
Likewise, Callie, Bish looked busy without actually doing anything. The new Nolan. I'm not quite ready to say that just yet. I mean, and my thoughts on Nolan and Drilling are particularly well known. MW, did I see Kenlock Tenney's man on the halfway line? That was indicative of a more positive, direct approach of the game. Chris Rand, welcome in, Chris. Thanks for your donation. Norwood is having to be Scowcroft and Johnson. 2 months to expect. Absolutely, yeah. I'd like to see. Yeah, they were good days. I'd like to see sort of Parrott play more centrally. Talking of Mr. Parrott, he'll be absolutely sick. He missed that chance. He's got to score.
How long have you waited to say that?
29 minutes, 41 seconds. I've got it written down on my bit of paper here. No, that's not really. But he's got to score, or at least hit the target, right?
Yeah.
He's got to. If you're the next Harry Kane, you've got to fucking hit the target from there. It's a glorious opportunity. Matt,
but then as soon as you become an Ipswich player, you have to realise that those opportunities just either don't happen or just never pull off. It must be something that happens when you walk through the gates at Portman Road. It's like some magic dust. You will not score. You will not even shoot.
Josh Russell just says Parrott shit.
That's a force field there,
yeah.
Stephen, I'm being realistic. Are we looking for any positive because it's a small? Well, I think that's it. But isn't that the role of a fan? You look and you cling to the positive, even when you know the ship is sinking. Like we all know this ship is taking on so much water it's capsizing, but we're clinging on, hoping we can get a bucket and bail it out.
How crap we have been. We've got to really take that as so much more positive than what we're saying. Fair enough. We're not looking like Premier League winners or Champions League winners, but that is so far so good.
I wouldn't say the grass is greener because I don't think we've even got grass at this point, but it's certainly seeds on the ground. And Oxford, people will say, playing Oxford and playing well, that's how far we've fallen. Yes, we have fallen. But we've also got to be realistic and say they're a good side at this point in time. Better
good
than
informed side, yeah.
Yeah, so we've not looked too bad. Lee Anderson, putting the game in isolation, we have been the better side. Matthew Nell asks, is there a lifeboat? I don't think there is. Cruncher, no Stuart Taylor today, back in Scotland, family member not well. I wish him all the best and I hope everything works out well there. Callie, we've had a few shots, not on target, but a few shots, and our corner actually beat the first man. There's some positives. Stay casual. I can't say that at this point in time. You love to get me, you lot, don't you? You love it. Stephen, I'm not at this low bar yet. Sorry, we should be better. 100% we should be better. Can we be better in the second half, guys? Can we grab a win, do you think? Do you think we can go on and win this game, Coxey?
Why not? Yeah,
Why not?
I think we do need to go ahead. If we do go behind, then perhaps heads will drop when the ships that bounce around there. But we really, I think we need to go ahead in the game. We don't need to chase. Yeah.
Oh no, if we chase, it's like it's game over.
Yeah, you could see that the confidence is just going to drain. We need to press forward.
How about you, Amy? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. Next goal wins the game, I think.
It might only be a 1-0, yeah.
If it's us, we won't score again. If it's them, then they'll go on to batter again. We won't. Of course we won't. We just don't look like it, do we? And I know that we've had I haven't seen the stats because I had to turn my laptop off, but I believe there are more shots first half than we have been led to expect recently. So maybe I should be feeling more hopeful, but I've just got no hope that any of those chances are going in.
Okay, no problem. Just a reminder to all those watching on Twitter, and I can see there's a large number of you. Twitter are closing their live streaming service, so there's a link in the chat. Head to our YouTube, subscribe on there to keep catching this absolute wonderful content full of rich opinion and wonderful fans. Chris Wardham, if you look at all the sides we've played recently, Oxford are no better than what we've seen. It's our standards. They need to increase. Had quite a few comments from people saying this squad with the new manager could be a decent squad. We're seeing that. I'm not going to disagree for the first time this year with that. I think we've looked okay enough. Spring Bean, no, I can't say that. You love getting me, people. Don't be. You love it. F1 Albert. If we did sack Lambert, who'd want to manage us? Good question. Not one for half time. Maybe one for full time. You can join us all at full time, either in the live chat or on the show. Link will be in the chat. So get yourself on the show, F1 Albert, and have that conversation. I'm sure Amy's got a few points on that without a doubt. Lee Anderson, come on the Magic Beans. Easier. Ipswich 0, Oxford 2. Final prediction for me will completely ruin the game second half. It's the ITFC way. And apparently it's Wardman. Sorry, Chris. It's Wardman. I do apologise. I try and read it at a very fast pace before the chat moves on. So we're done. Half time's over with. I'm going to say we're going to go on and win this game. But full time, I want to hear from all of you lovely people. So look after yourselves. Enjoy the second half. Don't get too... Well, no, fuck it. Get too drunk. Why not? Just enjoy yourselves. See you at full time.
Jag minns den tid du gav mig life billar jag. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunna ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för det, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha det. Du får mig känna safety. Det kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig.